25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Got the first down himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too. And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Warren. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Arizona! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Carr. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. And great job in the base defense making a play.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Warren. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on.
There he goes! Oh, what a cut! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Dances away to buy time. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Here's the handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He breaks a tackle. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
With the catch, it's Phelps. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's caught. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Black 24. Razor.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that 1st game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Canes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And there he goes. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Cox. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Lots of running room, and they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Carr. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And the attempt is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's loose. He's at the 30. Touchdown Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Third down play from the gun. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Murray. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Got a man. It's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
42 Spiders. 4-2.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Warren. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was...
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. Touchdown, Arizona. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Gilbert.
The second down pass.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's shot. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Here we go.
The RPO, it's complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Drilled as he rolls, and they stop